You live on the endless plains of America in the 18th century. Your life is an endless struggle for survival. Now a question. Do you think men were the only dangerous warriors of that era? Think again. Men did, but they were more violent and ruthless. Comanche women. Are you ready to encounter stories of courage, cruelty, and strength of women whose history is less known? If you are interested in real and unfiltered history, be sure to stay with us until the end of this video. And of course, if you are not yet a member of the channel, now is the best time. Hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss these incredible stories. The Comanches were one of the most dangerous and influential Indian tribes in North America. But what is most surprising is the important role of the women of this tribe in the struggle and social life. These women were not only wives or mothers, but also ruthless and powerful warriors, who participated in many battles. But that's only part of the story. Did you know that Comanche women often did things to protect their tribe that even men wouldn't do? Yes, these stories will blow your mind. Let's see what they did. Comanche women did things to protect their tribe that often exceeded the expectations of the time. They not only participated in wars and fought on the front line, but also took part in sudden attacks on the enemies. These women bravely and ruthlessly defended their family and tribe, and sometimes even took command of the battles, without fearing dangers and death. Imagine a girl being born in the heart of the wild plains of America, and instead of playing with dolls, she was given a bow and arrow in her hand. In the Comanche tribe, girls were raised to be warriors as much as boys. You want to know how a Comanche girl went from a child to a warrior? Would it become cruel? Join us to take a look at the depth of this cruel education. Comanche women were trained from a young age to become skilled and resilient warriors. Since childhood, they were introduced to the principles of riding, shooting, and using different weapons. Their training was in such a way that along with the traditional duties of women, martial and war skills were equally important. In Comanche culture, there was little difference between male and female combat training. Women, like men, learned how to defend themselves and their clan. Strict training and constant training gave these women tremendous physical and mental strength to the point where they could bravely and ruthlessly participate in battles alongside men. They were also very skilled in handling and using horses, which was a key factor in the Comanches' success in warfare. Now imagine, the enemy has invaded your tribe and the men are engaged in a bloody battle. Who will protect the children and the homes? In the Comanche tribe, the women came forward at these critical moments, without any fear of death or injury. Are you ready with come-across stories that show how these women defended their tribe? Don't miss the continuation of this section. Comanche women acted in defense of the tribe in a way that was completely different from the popular beliefs of the time. These women were responsible for tasks that went beyond the traditional roles of women in the conditions of an attack on the tribe or during sudden battles. They not only protected their home and family, but were also at the forefront of the clan's defense. When the tribe was under attack, Comanche women were quick to act. They were armed with slingshots, spears, and short knives, and were highly skilled in using these weapons. One of the distinguishing characteristics of the Comanche women in the defense of the tribe was their extraordinary mastery of horses. Comanche women were master horsemen and could target enemies from a distance with high speed and precision in battles. They also played a role in protecting shelters and food sources. Comanche women defended key areas from behind trenches or even from hilltops. Many historical reports show that these women defended their families and children without any fear of direct confrontation with the enemy, and sometimes even single-handedly killed the enemies who approached the camps. Some of these women even took the leadership of small defense groups in critical moments and surprised the enemy with quick and clever strategies. Their ability to fight alongside men was not only admirable, but became one of the main reasons the Comanche tribe survived many raids. Comanche women were well trained to remain calm and make quick decisions in an emergency. They used their childhood experiences and teachings to best defend their clan against various dangers. Their bravery and ruthlessness in the battlefield made even their enemies afraid of dealing with these women. Comanche women had a role beyond warriors in the tribe and were also influential in social and cultural issues of the tribe. Unlike many traditional societies of the time, Comanche women were involved in the tribe's decision-making, especially in family and even political matters. These women not only had domestic responsibilities, such as raising children and managing homes, but were also active in the economic and social spheres. They were involved in gathering food, building and maintaining shelters, and trading with other tribes. Their skills in trade and exchange with other tribes helped to develop diplomatic relations and maintain the tribe's economy. Socially, Comanche women were highly respected, and the role of their mothers and wives in raising future generations and preserving Comanche culture was very important. In some cases, women were even able to gain influence and leadership in tribal affairs, and some powerful women in Comanche history were recognized as leaders or trusted advisors. With a combination of courage in war and key roles in social and family life, these women created a balance between the military and social power of the tribe and had a profound effect on the stability and cultural development of the Comanche. But what legacy did the Comanche women leave behind today? How did these women have a lasting impact on American history and culture? These are the questions we answer in the final parts of this video. Question: but what legacy do the Comanche women leave today? How did these women have a lasting impact on American history and culture? Answer: Comanche women left a deep and lasting legacy with a combination of courage, resistance, and key roles in the community. First, they are recognized as a symbol of women's power in Native American communities. These women showed that the role of women can go beyond traditional duties and be present alongside men in military, social, and even political fields. Second, these women's stories have helped preserve and transmit Comanche culture to future generations. Despite historical changes and pressures on Native American culture, Comanche women played an important role in the survival of Comanche culture by raising children, preserving customs, and participating in trade and politics. Ultimately, the legacy of Comanche women inspires modern movements for women's rights and gender equality. They showed that women can be warriors, leaders, and protectors of culture. Today, this legacy is still seen in Native American historiography and studies and is a reminder of the courage and influence of women in American history. Well, if you've been with us so far, you must have fallen in love with historical stories. So be sure to share this video with your friends, and if you have any comments or questions, let us know in the comments section.